This is On Point with Miss Britt. And before I get started with the updates, I got to say a little something. So, folks love to shade and downplay what you're doing because they don't have the balls or the courage to put themselves out there and do it themselves. So they gonna try to throw some shade. And, a lot of people on social media, they always putting up a facade, but in reality, and they have a dry and boring personality. So I say this, keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nothing stop you. And, keep putting yourself out there. Me personally, I love talking about sports. This is fun for me. This is just something to do on the side. This is not what I actually do in my career, but it's fun. And I like doing it, and I'm going to continue to do it. So anyways, moving on, let's get these sports updates. Okay, before I get into things, it was announced today that Hailey Van Lith has transferred from Louisville to LSU. And I ain't even gonna lie, I was shocked because she played with Caitlin Clark and Paige on the USA basketball team. So I'm thinking UConn or Iowa she was gonna do. Nah, man. She jumped ship. She wanna get a ring. She hopped on the LSU train, and that's actually a good matchup, and that actually works perfect for her because Alexis Morris, she ended up going to the draft, so they needed to fill her spot. So yeah, that's a good look. All right, so I was gonna start off with the NBA, but today is draft day, so I'm gonna start off with the NFL. So it was just announced the other day that the Jets and the Packers, they finalized the Aaron Rodgers trade. And the Jets, they got Aaron Rodgers, and they got a 15th overall draft pick in the first round. And then they got a 5th round selection. And then the Packers, they get a 13th overall draft, a 2nd round pick, a 6th round pick, and a conditional 2024 2nd round pick that will become a 1st rounder if Aaron Rodgers plays at least 65%. So they finally got that together. So good for them. Now, for draft day, one thing I'm going to say is CJ Stroud better go number 1 to the Panthers because I'm sorry, but Bryce Young is not better than no CJ Stroud. You cannot sit up here and tell me he is better. Check the numbers if you want to because he ain't better than no CJ Stroud. And yes, CJ Stroud played the game of his life against Georgia. I'm still hurting about that. But CJ Stroud should be number 1. I don't care what y'all talking about. But now all of a sudden they saying Bryce Young is number 1 and CJ Stroud is number 2 to go to Houston. Then I heard that the Titans might want to get him. Like, I just keep hearing all this stuff. But I'm saying he should be number 1. And I know Bijan Robinson is supposed to be the first running back to come off the board. They're saying that Arizona wants to trade out of the number 3 spot, and they're saying that they're going to make a deal with the Colts so the Colts can get Will Levis or Anthony Richardson. And that's all I got. This is the first year I'm actually chilling for the draft because usually, New York, we like top 10 picks. We've been having a rough couple of years, but now I can sit back and chill. I ain't even tripping. Like, we got the number 25 pick, and I know they were talking about getting a wide receiver. People were saying, get Zay Flowers. He's going to be off the board by then. They were saying getting Jackson Smith and Jigma. He's going to be off the board. Jordan Addison with USC, he should still be on the board. Or we can just get an offensive lineman to beef up that line to help to protect Daniel Jones. Or go defensively. Get us another corner or something. That's what I think we should do. But because we just signed a bunch of random wide receivers. So I'm just like, yeah, we need a franchise wide receiver, but we already done signed a bunch of miscellaneous wide receivers. So I don't know, whatever. But I'm excited. So tune in tonight at 8 p.m. The draft is in Kansas City. So that should be exciting. And let me know who y'all's teams are and who y'all want y'all's teams to draft. But that's all I got this year. All right, so let's get into the NBA playoffs. It's been crazy. So the 76ers, they swept the Brooklyn Nets down there. Boston was supposed to send the Hawks home the other night, but Trae Young said no. He hit a clutch 3 to win game 5. What was it? 119 to 117, but Boston still leads the series 3-2, and they're looking to send Atlanta home tonight. We'll see how that plays out. But Boston blew a lead that game. I don't know what they was doing. And then also, the Hawks, it's back in Atlanta, and apparently there was a double booking. They didn't listen. Their own city didn't even believe that they was gonna make it out of the series this long, because they clearly booked a Janet Jackson concert. But anyways, next. So Phoenix, they sent the Clippers home in game 5 with the win 136 to 130. The Nuggets, they won their series 4-1 against the Timberwolves with a win in game 5, 112 to 109. And then the New York Knicks, they won their first NBA playoff series since 2013, and they got the win in game 5 over the Cavs, 106 to 95. And Julius Randle, he had to exit the game after the first half due to aggravating left ankle injury. All right. Don't y'all notice, moving to the Lakers in the Memphis series, ever since Dylan Brooks called LeBron old and made all them comments, he's sure been quiet. He ain't nowhere to be found. He was crying to the media saying they turning him into a villain, and nah, you got to keep that same energy. But Memphis is still alive in this thing. The Lakers were trying to shut them out last night, but they still alive in this thing. And they were able to avoid elimination with a win 116 to 99 with Ja Morant and Desmond Bain both had 30-point games to lead them to win. And then last night, the Heat versus the Bucks. That was a game. So, the Heat ended up sending the Bucks home 128 to 126 with a win in overtime. Jimmy Butler, he hit that 42 points and also had that clutch layup to send the Heat into overtime. And the Bucks had the ball in closing seconds, but time expired as Grayson Allen was trying to make the shot. And yeah, he didn't make it. So he could not make the shot. The Warriors earned their first road win of the series by beating the Kings 123 to 116. Steph, he had 31 points, and the Warriors take a 3-2 lead as they head back home. So, and tonight, the Celtics play the Hawks, if you didn't know. I think I said that earlier, but just reminding y'all again. Moving on to boxing. So over the weekend, we had Tank Davis defeat Ryan Garcia via TKO in the 7th round. He hit him with a side shot. It looked like a liver. He hit him in the liver. And then a couple seconds, Garcia took a knee, and the fight was over. So now people are saying that Tank needs to fight Shakur Stevenson. So we'll see if that happens. The next major fight is Canelo versus John Ryder, May 6th. And then Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, May 20th. And then there's rumors that Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford finalized their fight for June, but it's still no announcement, so I guess it's just a rumor. And I don't think I have any more updates. I'm just waiting for the draft tonight, so we can talk about the draft tomorrow. We'll see if the Celtics put the Hawks down, and we still got the Warriors-Kings series and the Lakers-Memphis series, and then we're on to the next. So that's all the updates that I have for y'all this week. And I'll see y'all next week. And make sure y'all go follow on_PointSports614 on Instagram as well as my YouTube. And make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm out.